Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. So, do you remember back when we were kids, back in the 80s, we got like the ads for the new season on BBC One. You know, you have all the new shows, and you get a clip of Doctor Who, and you go, oh, exciting, right? Maybe if you get a clip of Blake Seven, whatever, something that you look like you like, bit of tripods. I quite like tripods. I think if you take that, they did 13 episodes, 25 minutes long each. Which if you edit it down to like 2 hours, you get something quite good. It's not bad. So, you know, there's a lot of fluff there. But anyway, you usually get little clips, and, you know, the best example of it, I love the beginning of Scrooged, right? This is when they're showing the Christmas TV ads, right? Which is so fake, because in America, they don't have Christmas the way you do in England. English Christmas on TV, freaking awesome. This is speaking of somebody who watched Voyage of the Damned last night, the Doctor Who episode from 2007, and it was awesome, right? It wasn't the most Doctor Who-y episode ever, but it was just incredible fun, incredible entertainment. No wonder it got huge ratings, right? I used to love at the beginning of Scrooge. They have the all the ads for Christmas. You'll love it, right? It's their tagline. I used to look forward to the new season. Now, in these days of streaming, not so much. But kind of, we do have a new season going on. New season of TV shows. And they've all got this exact same theme and story that women are the bestest ever. And they're just pushed down and marginalized in the world today. Oh, it's the worst ever. Actually, I just watched what was it, the House of the Dragon yesterday. Boy, am I going to go off on that on my live stream tonight. I'm recording this on August 23rd. August 23rd, Tuesday, August 23rd. So I'm going to go and do a deep dive into that. Boy, really annoying because it's actually quite good in places, but very, very clearly modern. Is it third wave, fourth wave, fifth wave feminist propaganda of just insanity? That seems to be what the Lord of the Rings show is going to be. They're booking out cinemas so you can watch the first episode. Amazon, are you out of your freaking mind? This thing is going to be the disaster of disasters, right? This thing is going to be just, oh my gosh, I can't imagine it being any worse. So that leaves what we're reviewing here, and neither here nor there. It's not House of the Dragon, which I found obnoxiously lecturing. It's not Lord of the Rings, which is going to be an absolute hilarious disaster. We have something in the middle, an inconsequential Marvel show, because all shows by Marvel are inconsequential. By inconsequential, I mean a show that nobody's going to bloody watch because it's shit, right? If you want the quick review, it is absolute shit, and it's, again, full of this intersectional feminism, which just has this bizarre view of the world full of a victim mentality, which is what they all really want, right? Everybody just wants to feel like a damn victim, I guess, and not have to do anything, right? I guess that's the way the world runs. So that's what She-Hulk is. I do a deep dive review, and we go through the thing with a fine-tooth comb, and it exceeds all your expectations on awfulness. It is so ham-fistedly terrible. It's really quite remarkable, right? It's really genuinely quite remarkable. Fine, before you get into it, like, share, subscribe. Please subscribe. I'm getting close to a milestone. I think 3,500 subscribers. I think if I can pop through that my channel growth might restart again. It's getting there. So if you haven't subscribed, you can hit the subscribe button. It really genuinely helps me. I'm going to be doing these deep dive reviews of the whole season. I'm watching it so you don't have to, and it's not worth your while. It's not. It really isn't. It's like a dumb person's idea of what Game of Thrones is, with very on-the-nose intersectional feminism. At its core, right? At its absolute core. That being said, again, this is not this review. Matt Smith and whoever the woman who stars in it, the other Targaryen, the other Targaryen woman, very good, very good. None of which could ever be said for She-Hulk, right? Like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think of this turgid mess, which I'm going to be reviewing every episode. Oh, thank you, Disney Plus. Oh, Disney Plus, you are giving me a really great prize here. Thank you with this show. It looks like it's just going to go downhill from here. I did like that the main villain in this, who turns up at the end with some really bad CGI. Oh my god, the CGI is just diabolical. But you do get a nice bit of cleavage, right? That's quite good. Tatiana, right? You get a nice bit of Tatiana cleavage, like a bit of Tatiana cleavage. I do. I'm always a fan. Other than that, turgid beyond turgid. I've watched it, so you don't have to. You're welcome. You're welcome. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me hand over to me from a couple of nights ago. The latest thing to fail from Marvel. The latest thing that the MCU will now implode over. Their latest failure, and boy, do they fail. So I love how they're opening it, dun 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 dun, and it's all everything that made them huge, right? Oh, look, the MCU. Oh yeah, it's Black Panther, Ant-Man, and they were even the shit bits. Black Widow, yeah, Hot Woman, Thor, the Mighty Thor. Oh, Captain America, also when Captain America throws his mighty shield. Iron Man. Oh, oh dear. And then we're seeing some ladies. What's going on? Oh. And it's the MCU. Just remember they cut all the women out of this, though. It's funny. So it starts off Tatiana Maslany, who I quite liked in what's her name, the clone thing, whatever that name is, and she's a fine actress. Just as she lives in Hollywood, and this is brainless, insane shit, right? How it's going. So starts with a speech about with great power comes great responsibility, sort of, and that's why. And then she goes into a legal thing. That's why the client who has great power should have taken greater responsibility. So the point of this is this woman doesn't want to take great responsibility. She doesn't want any responsibility at all. She wants to do whatever she wants, whenever she wants to be left alone. She wants to have no responsibilities, but she wants to be in charge as well, right? She wants to be the most important person in the room. So she's delivering her closing speech, right? Her lawyery thing. And two people are listening, her bestest friend ever. You're so fantastic. Oh, you're so good. So fantastic. Oh, I just came twice while you're doing that. And toxic white male says, oh, maybe we should let a man do it. Oh, because I'm a toxic white male. And he mansplains, and she closes. Oh, you're the bestest ever. I know I am. I am the bestest ever. Yes, you are. I'm just so great. Yes, you are. Oh, I just creamed myself again. That's how good you are. Oh, dear, please clean up the mess on the carpet. I said, okay, no, we got to go. Okay, let's go and be lawyers. And so then she turns the camera and she breaks the fifth wall. Because, this is girly. This is MCU aimed at girls, because they got girls like this sort of thing. Hey, everybody. This is my little lawyery show, right? And it's not really about being She-Hulk at all. Because her friend says, if everything screws up, you could just Hulk out in court. So the only thing I'm going to Hulk out on is being a great lawyer. Blah! So he does this monologue to camera. So this is what happened. Cut to a flashback to a few months ago. Because, don't work it out exactly. She's with Pussy Boy Banner. Not the cool one, right? Not, who played him in the movie? Ed Norton, right? Ed Norton, Bruce Banner. So much better than Pussy Boy Banner over here, right? He actually played him like a character. I actually want to see that movie again, just because it's also had Tim Roth in it. Tim Roth is great. This is why I might watch. I'm going to watch this show because I like Tim Roth. Anyway, so he's driving and said, "Hey, I got a new thing that stops me hulking out." Right, and they're making themselves a plot hole so they can make us stunning and brave. It's so stupid. Yeah, and look at my invention. And she said, "What's this?" He said, "Oh, chopsticks with Doritos because I'm so clever. I don't want to get Doritos on my fingers because I'm so stunning. I'm so brave. I'm so clever." He said, "Oh, you are. You're stunning and brave and clever." And so then they start talking about Captain America. Is Captain America a virgin? He was, it was from the 50s. He was a virgin when he was enlisted. When they had a chance to, then a spaceship shows up and knocks them off the road. Ah, no! It's the good Doritos as well. I want the red ones, but they're good. They clump off. Now she manages to get out because she's stunning and she's brave. And she's cut though. Oh no, she's got a cut on her. What can that mean? But she's going to say Bruce Banner, right? Who can't turn into Hulk because he had that thing on. So she pulls him out and says, "No, my blood will go into your blood. It'll be no, and you're going to be hulky." Next thing you know, he starts turning into the Hulk, which is a good callback to the 1970s. You won't like me, the Bill Bixby Hulk. That I quite like. But this was the only good moment in the whole thing. This is the only moment where I didn't feel I was being fucked in the ass in jail, right? Which is what you felt most of it. So she's hulking out, then blacks out. Next thing you know, she wakes up. She's outside a bar somewhere. No, she goes and she's in the forest. So she goes to a bar and she goes into the bathroom and she starts cleaning herself up, right? And she's like, what just happened? We know what happened, right? And a bunch of girls came and said, "Sister, whoever, whatever, evil man did this to you," right? She's Bruce Banner's cousin. "Whatever man did this to you is just not good. Oh, we're going to clean you up, sister." And they go clean her up, start putting makeup on her and giving her shoes and a coat. I mean, they actually making her look quite good. And she's like, I just, I got my brother, I got to get my cousin to come and pick me up. Okay. So honestly, they're being reasonably charming stuff. I said, "Hey, what's your name?" And she's like, "Look, I just want, I'm waiting for my ride." And he's like, "Hey, why are you being so rude?" And not this guy, the other guy. And they look, I think he's coming right now. Don't be so stuck. And then so they put immediately she hulks out, right? Now what you're going to find out later on. This is something she chose to do. She's not like Bruce Banner Hulk. She can completely control it because she is the bestest ever. So she's deciding to become a super-powered monster right now. And she wants to, because, they said, they might want to take her to dinner. Yeah. Can I be, no. And that looks like she's literally about, here's the other thing. Look, men being punished for being men. Oh, look at them huddle each other. Look at the cow. Look how lowly. Oh, I hate men. Hate them. This is the vibe of the entire show. Did Chibnall write this? No, because it still has some semblance of character. And then Hulk shows up and grabs her. Next thing you know, she's waking up. She's somewhere completely different. And she's got clothes and she walks around. She's in paradise. He goes downstairs. And Bruce Banner's being Hulk, right? He's like, I'm synthesizing my two parts. I am Hulk. And we call this Smart Hulk, right? So this is where he spent the entire 5 years in the blip, becoming Smart Hulk, refining himself. He basically says how great he is, and she says he's Smart Hulk. So he starts to tell her that she's a Hulk. She's a Hulk now as well, right? So I'm not a Hulk. Leave me alone. So here's what happened. My blood got into your blood, and so now you're a Hulk. But your blood is now super good at absorbing gamma radiation. Maybe even better than mine. Weirdly enough, she's better at everything, right? And that's what most of the rest of the episode is about. Her being better. I'm smarter and better. I don't need to be a Hulk, right? I don't want to be a Hulk because I'm smarter and better. This is analyzing her blood, and she said, it does make sense that I'm smarter and better because I'm a girl, and girls are the best, right? Girls are the bestest ever. And she's like, I got to go home. She said, "No, you got to stay here till you master your powers. It's going to take a number of years," right? This is like a 15-year journey. So he makes her pancakes, and she's like, "Look, I got a life. I got to go back to it." He's like, "Look, you got to learn how to use your power. Great power comes great responsibility." She's like, "Fuck off. I'm not interested," right? I'm not interested in spending years doing this. So she doesn't have a choice. He makes her do this thing. I said, we got to work out what triggers you into becoming a Hulk, right? He said, God, this is so annoying, right? They said they chose. They close the plot holes, right? Because he's got that thing on her that can make him never be Hulk. So she said, make that for me. He said, oh, I can't because it's calibrated. They don't explain it. It's so stupid. It can't be done. And they don't explain why. It's just calibrated for me, right? So you have to be Hulk. So the device that stopped her hulking out to save, so Jessica, she could save him from the car crash. But he can't make a one for reasons, right? So so he's like saying, so the things that's making me the Hulk is anger and fear. She says, that's the baseline of all women. Well, we're all angry and fearful. He's like, okay, so let's just try giant razor blades attacking you. And if the razor blades come to, I don't want to do this. Takes the thing off. It's like this. What happens if I don't turn into Hulk? I'm just gonna die. And she turns to the Hulk, and he's like, "Yeah, you did it!" And she rips the door off. And she's somewhat fitter as Hulk, right? So she rips the door off, and he's like, "Yeah, that's actually a few $1 million worth of damage, but don't worry about it, right?" Tony Stark built this place with him. He talks about the romance with Tony Stark. Said, "Wait a minute, how are you smart, Hulk? Right? How are you, Jennifer, whatever bloody name is that? Like, there should be a raging monster." Said, "No, there's just me, right? And you're choosing to Hulk out? Yes, I'm choosing to become a weapon of mass destruction, right? Because sometimes somebody may catcall me, and so I think men deserve to die." And I'm a hero. No, you're a villain, darling. You're a villain, right? This is villainous behavior. So there's no Hulk self. He's like, wow, this is incredible. It is, and see the smug smile all the way through. I'm just better than you. He says, well, we don't need to go through this first bit, your syllabus then. But hey, so let's go straight on to the next thing. And again, he's like, with great power comes great responsibility. She's like, no, not for this gal. He said, no, you got to train first. So fine, they start doing the training, which is half the episode. And he's like, first he's teaching a meditation, and she's being a snarky cunt, right? Snarker. Problem being here, you missed it. You were mentioned. We went over the whole Noel Clark thing. Never mind. I'm sorry. So she's being all the way through. She's just being a cunt. She's, oh, it's just stupid, and I don't need it because I'm a woman and I'm better than you, right? He's like, well, yeah, you don't need it. So this is just stupid. And you see the smug smile. That's all the way through this, right? So the next day said, okay, it's not good for you, transcendental meditation. Sleep in it, we'll try something else. So then we get the bit from the trailer. Oh, I got to find here. 1 second. I forgot. I got to find, there's a clip online, right? She-Hulk. We're coming up to soon, which is like, oh, God, it's so awful. It's so unbelievable. It's just, here's the one. 1 second. Let me download this. This is such an incredible cell phone. Okay, Twitter video downloader. Here we go. Doink, doink, doink. And it's just so unbelievably cringe. It's breathtakingly cringe. Yeah, 1 second. Save video as. No, we'll pull it up when we get to it. She-Hulk. It's just insufferable, this thing. It's so insufferable. So anyway, he sneaks up in the morning with a bullhorn to wake her up. And she turns to the Hulk. It's so funny. So funny. No, it's not. It's not fun. It just isn't. It's like, oh, I don't like it, man. And it goes on. So no, you got to do your training, and he's smug, she's smug. He's like, you got to make yourself special furniture, right? And they do he teaches her how to throw a rock. Oh no, he's firstly doing, again, look at the smug expression. He's teaching her to stay zen and giving her advice. The only person in the world who's gone through this, right? So who's your best friend? Spandex best friend. Okay, now it gets cringe overdrive. So first let's practice throwing boulders. And so he throws one, rah! And she throws one, and she throws it further. He's like, oh, that's pretty good. So he throws the one, whoa, and it goes into orbit. And they do more, but she's better at everything. She lands, and she takes the piss out of him by doing a Hulk. Rah! He's like, as a Hulk, you must learn balance. And I think, this is pretty cool. Says, yeah, sure, I'll learn balance. And she's better at him. Wow, at everything. Do you like this? Because you're a man and I'm a girl. This is such feminist fragility. I don't say feminine. Feminist fragility. Does Bruce support the Canadian truckers? No, because he's a socialist cunt. She like smacks the ground and makes the trees wobble. He's better than her, so he kicks her. He pushes her off a cliff. She goes, ah! And then she just gives him the finger. And next thing you know, she jumps back up because she's the bestest ever. And he's like, look, I'm trying to help you here. So I don't need your help. Okay, I don't need to be here. I don't want to be here. I just want to go back to my life, right? I can work all this out. You're an idiot who can't do this. He's like, no, come and check out the bar. So I said the good thing about being Hulk is you can drink as much as you want, but you don't get drunk. So they have drinks and they get drunk. So I don't really understand. And he talks about how he built the bar with Tony Stark and Bruce Banner. And they drink a lot. And she wakes up and she's got a Hulk-sized hangover. And he's like, I just want to go. I mean, he is basically holding her, kidnapping her at this point. I like, let her go, mate. He's like, I'm the only person who can help. He said, no, you don't. I don't need it. So you need to learn how to control your anger. I could look at his stupid smug face. So here, let's hear what they have to say. This is one of the most incredible speeches you will ever hear. This is insane.
I'm great at controlling my anger. I do it all the time.
Now, let's just going to say, people early in this episode went up to her and said, hi, what's your name? And she voluntarily turned into a weapon of mass destruction to terrorize them, right? With the intent of murdering them, right? That doesn't seem so good. So why are you so... Well, tell us, She-Hulk, why are you so good at controlling your emotions?
When I'm catcalled in the street, when incompetent men explain my own area of expertise to me, I do it.
Okay, now, one second. You showed me how you respond to people saying hello to you. What's your name? That's not being catcalled. And even it is, it doesn't mean that you... it doesn't mean that you can murder them, right? And when incompetent men explain your field of expertise, he's the Hulk, and you're doing that right now. And maybe these incompetent men aren't as incompetent as you think. Maybe you were just shit at something sometime, right? And I know women don't like to believe that, right? And again, I think this is a problem we're having, and I'm not advocating not having women in the workplace, but I think having the differing masculine and energy, masculine and feminine ways of communication does lead to miscommunications. But like when men will say that's a shit idea, they're not saying you're worthless, shut up, right? When women hear that's a shit idea, they're hearing you're worthless, shut up, right? You've got to be able to coexist with the other sex.
Pretty much every day, because if I don't, I will get called emotional or difficult. Or
well, wait, if you're emotional or difficult, you're going to get called emotional or difficult. Yeah. Oh, how terrible.
Might just literally get murdered. So I'm...
Oh, really? You might get literally... we also saw the Johnny Depp trial, mate, right? Right? We all saw that. It doesn't fly anymore. This bullcrap just doesn't fly.
An expert at controlling my anger because I do it infinitely more than you. Here's the...
No. It just means that you have more anger because you're not all the shit you think you are, right? You're not in control, right? So you have that big speech and said, "Look, I can just do this at will." And he says, but I'm going to go, right? I'm just going. He's like, you can't go. I'm not going to let you go. Okay, so then we get into a fight, goes on for a while. Oh, she's disgusting to him. She lays into, listen, you're just projecting. Yeah, I'm sorry you got forced to become a superhero. You didn't want to, and you don't have friends. You live alone on a beach by yourself, and you don't have any friends, right? That's not me. And she's just a horrible cunt, right? He said, look, I'm not going to let you go. This is not, you'll kill people, right? So she pushes him off, and he throws a rock. No, he's like, I can go, and he's right. She's right. She can leave if she wants. He says, I'm sorry to have to do this to you. It's like, fine, let's fight it out, and they start duking it out. And disliking both these people so much, I don't really care at this point, right? I don't like these people. So he does the big Hulk smack thing, Bush, and she's flashed away. And so she tries, and at first she's not as good as it. Oh no, right? He's like, then she works out, just do it again, because she's smarter than, because she's a girl, because she's the bestest ever, right? And she wins, of course. She wins because she's a girl and the bestest ever. And they fight a bit more. It breaks his glasses, gets mad, and it just goes on. Like, they broke my bar, no, that I built with Tony. So I said, well, you're going to help me fix it. Then she looks to camera and breaks the fourth wall again. So they make the bar. She puts her initials in the bar as well. And they drink a bit. Says, okay, fine, you can go. You just go then. But I'm here if you want me. Fine, okay. Smug smile because I'm a girlfriend. Off we go. Brum brum brum. And she's like, and now we're here to back where we want. And she's going to be a stunning and brave lawyer, right? So the other guy sums up, said, client did nothing wrong at all. Over to you. And again, the evil white man, evil toxic man says, don't screw this up, She-Hulk. You're just the worst. And she rolls her eyes. Men are the worst, right? And she starts giving her summation. And then what's her name? Who's got a lovely pair of tits as that happens. Jumps through the wall. Thank you for whipping them out. I like seeing your lovely pair of tits. Thank you very much. Even though you're just a bit another feminist pain in the ass. So she's there for some reason. It's like, oh, you got to Hulk out and save people. I don't want to, no. So she saves her shoes. I like this clothes. But she comes to Hulk and said, who are you? I'm She-Hulk or whatever. And they throw things at each other for a bit. She flies into her. She hits him, and then she's subdued and she gets to put her shoes back on. And said, now I'm ready to close, Your Honor. And then we get a ending montage. Quite nice art. Who was it? Jeffrey Mack, maybe, doing this art. It's look at this. It's so hard being a woman. Oh, and just it's awful, right? Then we got this every episode. There's a post-credits scene where she's pretending to be drunk, but when Bruce Banner really is, because she's better at him at everything, always, right? He pretended to be, and he says, listen, I know he lost his virginity at a US in 1942 or something like that. Said, yes, I got the secret out of you, right? I got the secret out of you. Oh, it's awful. It really, again, it's like feminine fragility times a billion. Here, let's find this article. She-Hulk. There we go. Yeah. Check this out. Oh, it's awful. It's embarrassingly bad. Here we go. She-Hulk, attorney at law, employs state-of-the-art CGI to make it look like a woman can be a lawyer. And that's just like the mentality of people who, oh, woman, a lawyer? Oh, who could imagine such a thing? Oh, yet nobody lives in that world, you weirdos. This is a Babylon Bee satirical article. Well, Babylon Bee normally turns out to be a herald of the future. So I think we're going to have to be covering this. Oh, my name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.